It seems like that the world is full of this. And there's something that keeps like this, and I want to call it a big eye, but it's not the ideal. It's not your eye. It's the fucking big brother in the sky that says, you're not falling for it, huh? You're not handling it. You didn't do it yet. You get your job, pay your taxes, and do all that yet. You're not, you know what I mean? And it's like, thank God there's death, right? Right? But why? See, I just gave Satan so much loosh right there. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's for me, it's shameful because it's been the last 3 years that I've been on this plate on this thing giving Satan loosh, and it is. If if social media can't rearrange itself into what it's supposed to be, and I'm having a hell of a time on top of seats because I'm being distracted in my 3D reality, right? We all are. I mean, if it's not much for me though. Just distracted by hardly so much because I managed to reduce down to just, hey, it's just me here, and I'm not paying for much to run this fucking premature copping scene, which everybody is doing, but they can't even be in it. It's worse than what I'm doing. I've managed to make it in my coffin, and I stay here a lot. As far as my home owning situation, whatever it is that you have been entrapped in. I would hate to be what I call the piece of popcorn, the popcorn population, who they don't have a sense of like their great grandma and grandpa settling the land and actually building on it. See, with his own hands, my great grandma and grandpa built this place. He started when he was 70 and kind of semi-finished it. It's endless, right? When do you finish? Like the people next door where they're just sawing and cutting and sawing and putting up, and then what are you going to put on now? And ugh. Have you arrived yet? That's one of the signs I want to put on my driveway. It's like, how many years do you? I don't know. And do you people find out how to relax and say and try this? You know what? We don't have to do it. it, instead of doing it, don't do it. What is it? Ah, man. Well, I can think of a lot of stuff right off the top of my head. Includes me. You know, don't do this. Don't get on social media and see. I'm experiencing. Well, we're not going to be alive very long. It's worth a try. If you look, I don't really beg for money at all. I don't even talk about it. I even though I know I've always been able to take care of it. See, I don't come from that place where people look you up and down and right away they're trying to judge, like they want to know how much money you make, or that is the most petty, superficial kind of people that I've never had anything to do with those kinds of people. I'm more like, well, of course you get that taken care of, right? You get off of work or whatever you do for money. It's just that's a no-brainer thing, kind of a thing. It's supposed to be, really, and I've done well. Just little old me. This place, man, Idlewild, California, has taken care of me to the point where people would probably disagree and say no, because right now you cannot integrate yourself. What are you going to do now? And it's like, no, what am I going to do now? Just stay the infinite possibility that I am. Now, talk about the hijacking system that it's like, did they dispatch it from the White House or from the Black House or whatever fucking house it is, the aliens base race? What are you talking about, Shauna? Did it like come in like a vein? No, if if you're picking up empathically on like kind of what is going on kind of here, as a whole, the global population, like, is there a control system? How, if so, how does it infiltrate and get to people like me? Well, it's because, like, we'll say, because God, and I hate this fucking conversation, because because the real question is like, where are we gonna go? See, I've already seen some people, they're running. They don't know that you can't run from the fact that okay, first of all, you have a mind, and is it yours? Did you take your mind back? And now are you getting restless because you know that, well, I can't sit in my mind. I have a body. And have you found a use for your body? Can you go and, but see, Is it away from the enslavement system that you just know you don't want that? But you see, and I do know, I know what it is. I mean, it's just a personal thing where you get, where, like at my stage, it's like, well, I'll be goddamn, I'm 50 years old. I never had a hamburger flipping job. I've always done other service jobs. I did some prep cook, but I didn't like waste my 10 years on it. I'm ready to do that, I guess. But to me, though, and I hate this conversation, look at this, but I think some people will be willing to listen to this and hear me out, really. It's like, well, can we talk here? See, are you ignoring the process of your life? Like that you're probably going through a process of life where it could be different for men and women too, right? I have just went through menopause. I could blame it on a lot of stuff, like maybe it was premature, but maybe not. I really don't know. I'm not complaining about that, but I didn't just say that I'm not feeling how that is. It's a sacred thing. I think everybody is sacred space, and to value each other dearly, or get the hell out of each other's faces. See, now the word value that comes up, oh man, I'm not good at putting a dime on it, that's for sure, and I have a real problem with my self-worth right now. I have given a lot in all ways and shapes and forms, it seems like, and I'm trying to depend on social media better than what I feel is just, it's a trap. Nobody wants to be bound down to somebody's psyche, or even to your own weirdness, like, right? Um, it's just very unfortunate for somebody like me. I could try to tell you my personal life that I just ended up hermited, but I was always in the money. I've always been able to take care of what very little. See, I just have a unique situation, and it's not like the neighbors next door or anywhere else. I don't have to pay that much in taxes, but I couldn't even do that. That's my unique situation. That I can't even take care of very little. I'm. It's like I was on my tricycle, and I didn't even know that I was doing it. I was doing it fine on my tricycle, and that's all I need. It's like I fell off my tricycle. Just give me my tricycle back. It's just a tricycle, right? But the truth is oh, I hate this video because I'm pretty sure that time can help work this out, but I have some worries coming up. I was hoping to make this fucking thing work, and I was so excited when I got it was so hard for me to get my stupid, it took how long to get my PayPal? And this one friend who is a so-called friend, these people, they were heavy on trying to associate over Facebook, but I'm thinking, well, you were never in my life. Why don't you people get real? See, when you're not in each other's lives at all, you're not coming to my doorstep, there wasn't any time that you made yourself noticeable, like we never hung out. See, I know because I'm kind of a loner and I've lived up in the mountains, and it's like, now why is it all of a sudden these people think that we're making friends, or even really that it's even sorry, I'm feeling a lot of pain talking about this because I'm not rejecting. I don't want to make it sound like, no, when I'm ready, and I know what it is to be ready for people, but see, this is the thing. It's like, here I am, 50 years old, and it's like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to tell you that I'm not ready. And if you can't handle, if you're not supposed to be there, and it's just like, well, what? And it's not working. I really wanted to ask the audience here some questions, and I want you to run it down to me. But I want to do it in such a way that doesn't involve my personal life. Let's say that I'm asking for a friend here. My friend has this problem that they own a home, they own property, they're single, they're a woman, semi-attractive. They think they're really attractive, but they're just whatever. I cure it. I was just trying to say, it's like, well, wait a minute. I'm never going to be good enough and ready for the right thing to come into me, which a lot of times for us is just the right association, the right people. Now, you want to get into what's happening with the mass population I am humanity and why I'm going to press send on this and why somebody might share it on their channel. Thank you, by the way. It's always flattering when that happens. If you had a bunch of people there and it was like 500 people and maybe 15 sent me $10 each or sent, oh God, I hate how this sounds too, but really it's like, why can't we, why do I have to, why has it been all hijacked? Why does other organizations take our information and make money off of it rather than we harbor it for ourselves and say, no, let's keep it in the family, right? Is there some, like, and see, I was coming up with this language thing that it's not me coming up with it, it's coming through me. It's saying, look, this is how you do it. And I can't even concentrate on doing that because I'm being royally distracted. It is like so fucking like clockwork, right? It is like so perfectly timed that the spiritual warfare is like saying, no, you can't move into that state of meditation that I have been just fortunate enough to live in these mountains and have achieved after 35 years of basically just saying, fuck the world, fuck the world. It has gotten really, I would say, good over the past 4 or 3 years because not only was I isolated for before that when I was taking care of my grandma, it was quite isolating. The narcissist's world, they're struggling with everything that they think that their needs. Let's just say it like that. And boy, is it hard to tell who's who because it's like, yeah, Shauna, you, huh? Yes, it's looking like you're struggling with your needs there. Yeah, so no, yeah, no. I'm talking about a natural process of our life. Like I think for me to want to settle down and find good people, because now getting back to the questionnaire. What do you think? My friend over here owns property. It's a fixer-upper. Not much taxes, but they do owe some taxes, and they get romantically involved with somebody. They just busted themselves open and said, "Here I am," and then found that it's kind of a dream, right? It's like didn't even get to know that person. So, but okay, now I don't want to go there. But she feels like she's always struggling though. She feels like that nothing gets done on her property. The person comes over and it's like this big serve me, hey, can I have a cup of coffee? And she, I've seen it. It's like she looks over and goes, and kind of humors and connects at the hip and goes, here, now let's. And now I'm getting in my head, well, Shauna, don't you think that she should learn how to do work and find a balance that way? It's like, of course, but no, she has a lot on her plate. That, by the way, it's not a fucking burden. See, I'm looking at it. I'm helpless. I'm 100 miles away, by the way. And yeah, that's it. And so I go to her house, and periodically I see it. It's like, man, you're still struggling with the hot water spigot faucet upstairs. He didn't replace the faucet, and he comes here and just takes from you and leaves. And she doesn't even think it's taking from her anymore. The romantic part, right? The intimacy, how it can get. Do you think that, you know, um, she is breadcrumbed? I guess it's called breadcrumbed, right? When just certain things, she wants a lot to change, by the way. Do you think that her thinking that it's too much of a burden to have that and the relationship is correct? Like, do you think that she's now finally waking up like, no, she can't have a relationship um, or a place without having a job? How about that? And she keeps getting on fucking social media and asking, hey, wow, see what she's going to do. What is this, Halloween? Yes, let me put on my bucket hat. What she's going to do is she's going to wait. This is great. She's going to re-stimulate this one video. It's the one that got her like 375 likes. Well, she's going to repost it, and she's going to see if it gets the same attention. But this time, she's going to say, "Please send me $1 if you like this." See, the thing is she's unsure that everybody has a PayPal account or a Cash App account or whatever, and so she got really happy about these stupid accounts, even Vimeo and Patreon, and she's highly creative, but burnt. She's burnt out, and it's like, No, now's the time, girl. Now's the time to start tap dancing. And come on, be the best you can be. It's like, fuck. But really, I find her, she's saying, no, please. Just give. Practice giving. Stop expecting anything to come back. See, I think she feels like she's given and to receive. And that spent her fucking soul down to hell. So what do you think? Do you think she's wrong in believing that she has to get rid of everything that even that she loves? Like if it's to sit here and try to channel and be of like a little light or a beacon or something of somebody while she can, I mean, everybody's kind of being hit bad, right? She's struggling. She says she's struggling with injury, like in the very beginning when she said, on top of injury, we have to go and give it one more shot. See, this is the thing, is like, can I get a job at the stupid fucking punch the clock place without them saying, did you get your shot? Did you give it a shot? Thanks for listening to this, by the way. It's somebody struggling big time, and I think all of humanity is, though. Right? Boy. I can't get out from under this shit fast enough, and I just want to be left alone. There's a lot of people, now comment section down below, are you one of these people? Like, that in the beginning, like, so all you wanted to be is just left alone to your own thoughts, your own ability to get messages, to know what to do, like on the highest level, to get what you needed to get going for yourself. I'm being really naive saying this because I know what time it is. It's fucking spiritual wartime. It's like, what, were you hijacked? Didn't you notice this? It's not a fucking a glass ceiling about your finances. It's a spiritual glass ceiling. You start to go, eureka, and boy, what kind of bullshit is this? And don't you want to make a difference? Well, I say we can now. Use your channel to start speaking your mind to the nth degree, because when you start getting older and older, first of all, you can feel yourself just giving up and losing your mind, right? And saying, and doing what? I don't know. Going back to the crack pipe, I don't know, you know what I mean? No. Really, it's just called getting older. You're going to break down. And why are people proud of getting old and breaking down? See, the saying goes, um, you either grow up or you get old quick. See, and now I'm talking as a spiritual person, saying, yeah, no, you're here having this, you're a spirit having a physical human experience, and it's like, you're going through a process of noticing. It's like, whoa, this is not going to last that long. And this is an illusion. See, people pile it up. They think that their job is just to be luggage at the end of the fucking process. You're just a big crate full of shit that you think is you. No. And you haven't even been reborn, say, like, make it to heaven yet? Are you going to make it to heaven with all that crap that you think is more real than now?